My name is Matt Edmondson. Welcome to my flat and indeed to the F Factor. Coming up, we'll be looking back at last weekend, getting your opinions, putting your questions to Aidan and exclusively revealing this weekend's theme. But first to Saturday night. Louis narrowly avoided being bitten on the nose by a mosquito. Mary's lifelong ambition of finally getting to sit in a blandly decorated hotel room came true.
I never dreamt I'd be where I am now.
And Danny helped Aidan overcome his fear of trampolines.
You just got to jump on it with confidence and know that it's good.
He will learn to love it. It was Elton John week. The stage was gatecrashed by Jamie Archer. Matt tried to sell us some knockoff watches, and Harry had clearly been taking fashion tips from his mentor Simon Cowell. I mean, it could have been worse. He could have been dressed like a giant baby. Oh, they all are. Meanwhile, Paige blew this year's entire balloon budget in just one performance, which meant that One Direction's balloon display was a little bit underwhelming. And this week, Katie found love. Yes, according to her t-shirt, Katie loves B.O. Having B.O. is the perfect way of repelling any unwanted advances from men. Just one little lift of the elbow and he does not know what just hit him. It's a potent weapon, but it can be difficult for the other dancers, which is why every time Katie lifts her arm, they have to pump air freshener into the studio. Now, to be fair to Katie, she did do a brilliant performance of Elton's classic song, Saturday Night's, something. For fighting.
All right.
Stop it. Now, someone I suspect wasn't alright this week was poor old Paige.
Don't want to go back to the cinema. So I was like, oh wait, no, you're not going back there.
Yeah, I've got some bad news for you.
This week we went to the world premiere of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Now, all this talk of Harry Potter alerted me to something. I think Aidan might be an owl.
You look like getting more and more comfortable with this.
Yeah, it was awesome. I was like, woo.
How about you this week? Well done, you. What great feedback. You must be over the moon, because you're expecting a bit of a barrage, weren't you?
Which brings us to Dermot's imaginary dog. Now, last week the dog accidentally tripped Simon up.
That dog's going to get removed from the building.
But before Simon could banish the dog, it went missing. Now, obviously Dermot was distraught, and so he hired two professionals to look for it. Thankfully, the dog was found, and Dermot was able to convince Simon that it was just an accident, and so he and the dog made up. And Simon even gave it a little tickle under the chin, which meant Dermot could go back to doing what he does best, playing with a dog as the judges are introduced. And this week, it was Fetch.
Louis and Cheryl.
Now this week, Dermot's dog proved to be quite the inspiration.
I'm here to stay and I don't...
What was it this week? I mean, you just look like walking out here. You look like...
Do you know what it was, Dermot? It was finally being able to see that imaginary dog of yours.
All right, we can't see her, but we believe you.
And so Mary was back to her old self, but not all of the contestants were feeling at their best.
This is Zane, a young man suffering from a remarkable problem. Zane has come to be known as the Human Echo.
I was feeling like a cloud across the sun.
Today, we aim to understand this debilitating condition.
Where did the Human Echo come from?
Where has the Human Echo come from?
Yeah, we're all getting a little bit worried about Zane.
Just everything we say, he kind of echoes.
Hi, Zane.
Hi, Zane.
Hey, Mary. Are the boys finding it difficult?
Are the boys finding it difficult?
It's coming into everyday life now. It's like, can I get the ketchup off you? And he's like,
can you get the ketchup?
I heard Harry asking him for the salt, and instead of passing him the salt, he just sang it back at him. It's just weird.
Did you guys go see a doctor?
We took him to see an ecologist, but he couldn't help us.
It's contagious, and it could be passed on to some of the other members of the band.
If you can't help us, we could be going home.
And with that, Saturday came to an end. Still to come on the F Factor, we'll be looking back at Sunday's show and exclusively revealing this week's theme. Now, as you know, here on the F Factor, we like to find a host, gatecrash their party, eat all their food, and then leave before we have to do any tidying up. And this week, that honour went to Jason.
Hi, I'm Jason, and welcome to my X Factor party!
In tune again. That is the wrong song for Paige. Aiden doesn't even sing in tune a lot of the time. I think Mary did absolutely fantastic.
She's happier.
Katie can sing, her voice just isn't strong enough.
Simon will say it.
No, he won't.
Him and I are like that.
Wouldn't you just like to wake up next to him? That was brilliant. It was good, but it was like Elton John.
I agree, it was samey. She looks exactly like Cheryl Cole.
Cher looked beautiful.
She's
jealousy.
Jealousy.
I can sing better than Barb.
Who's Barb?
They just look like the Teletubbies. Same couple of Dipsy. It was good, but it was like S Club Junior. That was their best yet.
Simon Cowell stood up, so it must be good. She's got a perfect voice for this song.
Yeah, I would have voted for Matt, but Rebecca's performance was outstanding. No arrogance in her at all. I'm having a change.
Thank you very much, Jason. And remember, if you would like to clean up after our crew at your very own X Factor party, all you have to do is send us an email. We are the F Factor at talkbackthames.tv. Right, on to Sunday night. And was it just me? Or did it seem like there was an extra contestant in the lineup? Yeah, look, there he is, wearing denim, ready for the group performance with the rest of them. But who is he? Well, I've done my research, and it turns out he's a member of One Direction. He just sort of stands at the back, so you don't normally see him. His name is Ollie, and his existence was confirmed by Simon Cowell on The Extra Factor.
What are the names of One Direction? That's our next question. Simon?
Zayn, Niall, Louis, Harry, Liam, and Ollie.
Now on Sunday, everyone was still feeling great from the Saturday night beforehand. Some of the contestants were over the moon. Some were on top of the world. I wonder how Cher was feeling.
But now I'm like on top of the moon.
On Sunday, we were treated to 3 guest performers, and the first was JLS, who had stolen One Direction's big screen Moody Faces.
She's the kind of girl boys read about in magazines, glossy magazines. She is the only one I think about.
And we were also treated to the return of Westlife. And they'd come prepared for the bitterly cold studio by wearing full winter jackets. It's ridiculous. I mean, seriously, can someone not just pop the fire on? Ah, much better. Now, if JLS and Westlife weren't enough, we were also treated to Take That, and Robbie was back in the band. And he was so intense, he made Aiden look like he was sleeping in a caravan.
It was a very, very intense performance.
I don't think every song that you do requires that amount of intensity. I think you could. I would like to just say you smile.
Intense is good.
And now accept the fact that that's what you are.
Having the band back was very exciting, and no one was more thrilled than Dermot.
The excitement around here today. I'm a straight man and this is the most exciting day of my life.
Yeah, seriously, Dermot absolutely loves Take That. He's got the posters, the t-shirts, he's going to go and see them on tour, and I tell you, he will be the first in line to buy their single when it's out.
That's a new single. When's that out? That's out, what, tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah, it was out last week.
Oh. Now, speaking of last week, which Gary was it just me, or did you get a strange sense of déjà vu when the results were announced?
Rebecca!
It's a nice dress, why not wear it 2 weeks in a row? Anyway, the big question was, who would be in the bottom 2?
Aiden versus Katie.
I wonder what noise an owl makes when it gets some bad news.
How are you feeling right now?
So it was on to the sing-off, where Aiden sang Crowded House, and he was promptly followed by Katie, which brings us to our not weekly competition. What words will Katie definitely sing in her song for survival? Is it A, Save Me, B, Tracy, or C, Little Lenny Henry? Email your answer under no circumstances to theffactor@talkbackthames.tv. We don't look forward to hearing from you. And I can tell you that the answer was, of course... You're gonna save me. No, I thought it was Trake. Anyway, the judges couldn't decide unanimously on who should go, and so it was time for...
Deadlock. The act who received the fewest votes from the public and who will be leaving the competition tonight is Aidan.
And with that, Aidan left the competition. But it wasn't all bad news. Simon very kindly put in a call to Santa Claus to make sure that at the very least, Aidan would have a lovely Christmas.
You have great presents.
So, after Saturday night, we gave Aidan a couple of hours to go home to the nest in the barn before bringing him back to answer some of your questions.
Matt, One Direction, Sarah, Rebecca, all the researchers, all the team. I haven't ever been on a big one, it scares me. It makes me nervous. I used to say this when I was little. You're so hot, you make the devil sweat. Being called intense on a daily basis. The ukulele. Maybe I was in a past life, but I was probably a very old, grey, intense owl who set buildings on fire. Why is Katie still an X Factor? Floppy when it needs to be floppy. It's erect when it needs to be erect. Yeah, shared a room. Gonna miss many things.
I love you too, Aidan. He wasn't talking about Matt Cardle. He's popping round in a bit. Anyway, what's happening on the show this weekend?
Theme this week is
The spiders.
The cockroaches.
The ladybirds.
The worms.
I'm more of a frog fan. The daddy long legs.
The dragonflies.
The ants.
Stupid Beetle!
What?
I just stamped on Ringo.
Ringo's a good name.
It's the Beatles!
Everyone knows who they are. That John geezer. Who's he?
Global supergroup.
I don't know much about the Beatles.
Pretty good band, you know, nothing like New Kids on the Block.
The Beatles have had so many huge hits.
I'm getting to sing the song by a nice ghost band.
Give it the page twist, make it mine.
One is a happy song.
Can expect to see the passion,
The other one is a beautiful song.
love, and the energy.
I really don't want to reveal anything about my song
Hopefully it's going to be a different side of me.
because I want it to be a big shock to the audience.
Like a dodecahedron.
Show Simon that I do have some chance of winning this competition.
Hopefully going to make a unique sound.
We'll get everybody dancing.
Everybody's working that bit harder this week.
It's daunting having to sing a song by the Beatles.
I'm in proper fighting mode. Keep my head down and focus.
There's so much to lose. We've seen someone as amazing as Aidan go,
Matt's just going to be Matt instead of Maiden.
and they know they could be next.
It's just a bit shocked the fact that he was that good and was gone.
Not focusing at all this week on the drama that surrounds this. Every week I'm always nervous and you've got to be.
Make sure that I don't get lost in the emotion of it.
Everyone's just going to have to step up the game, simple as that.
Well, I think it's fair to say that I pull my can't wait knee for this weekend's show. Because it sort of sounds a bit like Paul McCartney was in the Beatles. Forget it. If you've enjoyed this week's show, and I hope you have, please do share it with your friends. We've made that process very easy by sticking 2 buttons up there. One's for Twitter, one's for Facebook. Press either of them. I don't really care. And if you're on Twitter, then please do come and say hi to me. I am at Matt Edmondson, and you can use the hashtag #FFactor to get my attention whenever you want, as well as contacting us via all of these methods down here. For example, if you want to send a photo for the opening titles of our show, or if you want to invite us to one of your very own X Factor parties. Right, I'm going to leave you now. There are some more X Factor related clips to follow, but I'm off. But in style, in the only way that is truly decent, by joining in with the group performance. I will see you next Wednesday evening. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. All right, I'll hang up this time.
Spirit is moving.